severely injured in a fire. My apartment had an electrical fire, and I had to jump out of a third-story window to escape the fire. I broke my back, and I shattered my foot. I needed to stay in the hospital for 25 days. I had 2 surgeries. I had a 25% chance of losing my foot, and I had a third surgery months later to reduce pain in my foot and to return some function. I needed several months of physical therapy to learn how to walk again, and it was all covered by my ACA plan. For me personally, it meant that I didn't go bankrupt when I had a severe injury. My total bills from the experience were well over $500,000, and I was a waitress and bartender. There's no way I would have been able to pay those bills without the rehabilitation that the Affordable Care Act covered. I probably wouldn't be back to work right now. I may not be walking. I could still be in a wheelchair. So having that coverage meant that I was able to return to a somewhat normal life. I was able to walk again. You're just one accident away from being financially devastated if you don't have health care. Had I not had the coverage that I had, I would be in financial ruin. I was a relatively healthy 34-year-old when the fire in my apartment broke out, and within minutes I was severely injured to the point where I'm now permanently disabled. You don't know what's going to happen. You might be young and healthy one day and be in a situation the next where you will be grateful to have health care coverage. Well, I'm incredibly concerned with what's going on with health care right now. The bill that passed the House of Representatives isn't a health care bill. It's a tax credit for the incredibly wealthy, taking away coverage for people with pre-existing conditions, of which I now have many, putting people into high-risk pools. It doesn't work. Get plugged in. There is power in numbers, so affiliate with groups like Femme for Change that represent you and work to influence lawmakers and advance legislation through education and activism. Congressman Trott, I've been trying to get a hold of you for months now. I would love to get into a room with you and talk about the Affordable Care Act. I want you to keep your promise that you made at the town hall, the first town hall that you held in 18 months. You said you would have another one in May, and you broke another promise. At that last town hall, you promised to protect people like me with pre-existing conditions, and your vote on the AHCA proved that you lied. And I want to meet with you to talk about why you lied and how we can go about fixing that.